Welcome back, everybody, to Iowa Boys Chatter, episode 4, where Iowa literally flows through our what?
Through our veins, baby.
Through our veins. We get a good crack in the mic right there.
Yeah. I regrettably am not drinking.
Yeah.
I had.
Yeah.
We should have done the cracking.
How about you introduce our little
I guess we'll introduce our little guest for today. This little fella of mine has been referred to several times throughout this podcast, but you finally get to put the face with the name. This is my middle.
How old are you? Middle.
How old are you?
Soon to be 8.
When do you turn 8?
9/9/16.
9/9/16. So September 9th? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody your name and your call sign?
My name's Wyatt and my call sign is Ginger.
Ginger or Ginger Locks, huh?
Yes.
Either one?
Yep.
Great
Do you want to stop spinning for me, though? So you don't drive everybody watching the video insane?
Except on Spotify.
On Spotify. Well, some people, you can still see it on Spotify, but that's true. Any reason why we brought you on today? What did we bring you in to talk about specifically today?
Because my dad was scrolling through Facebook earlier and he saw that a thing said, "What do you think Iowa's record's going to be this year?" And I said it's going to be 11-1.
11-1. Okay, so if we go through here, I'll go through the games, and you tell me if you think it's a win or a loss. Okay, and you can talk about it a little bit if you like.
Should I just say W or just win?
You can say whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
However
you can
you
throw
feel.
W's all you want.
Our home opener versus Illinois State. Blowout for who?
Iowa. We blow them out.
Any score predictions?
W.
Like 42 to 7 or 3.
Okay.
7's fair. I like to give everybody
14.
a touchdown. Yeah.
Iowa versus Iowa State at home this year.
A close game. It's going to be probably 21. Probably about 32-24.
Okay.
Or maybe 21.
So a little bit closer, but Iowa still wins. Iowa versus Troy at home.
A blowout.
Okay. Big W for us against Troy. Correct?
Yes.
Us versus Minnesota. This one piqued your interest earlier when we were talking about it.
It would be a close one, but I think we would probably win.
Depends.
Yes.
You think we got a little something to prove, though?
Because our punter is same thing with Tory Taylor. Punting is winning.
Okay, I like where your head's at.
All depends on injuries, right? We want to stay healthy all year.
And I heard that our punt returner is a
dog. I heard he learned from one of the best, personally.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Had a little Cooper in there.
Us versus Ohio State.
I'd say we have a 3 or 5 chance of beating them, but probably I say we lose.
Okay, so we lose that one. Us versus Washington. That's at home.
It would be probably the Rose Bowl or something like that. A lot of touchdowns, a lot of running, a lot of that.
Think a
So
high
it
scoring
would
game.
probably be 20, 27 or 28 to 14 probably.
We win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good prediction.
Us versus Michigan State.
We would blow out.
You think we're gonna blow them out?
Yes.
Okay. Us versus Northwestern.
Blow out again. Wait, I didn't predict about the score against Michigan State.
Oh, I apologize. Go ahead with your prediction on the score of Michigan State.
Probably about 42 to 35 probably.
So really counting on us putting up some points this year.
Yes.
Okay. What was the score for the Northwestern game?
Probably 35 or maybe like 32 or maybe 31 to like.
Those are a lot of maybes.
Probably about like 25.
Okay. Remember, these are just guesses. We don't have to necessarily
Yes.
go to the
They're
exact
good so
score.
far, I feel like.
You also predicted something different in this game.
Like,
Iowa versus Wisconsin. You told me a score prediction, and you gave me an injury prediction.
I would say that probably Cade McNamara probably gets injured in this, probably.
That came out of left field.
That is, yeah. What is the reasoning behind this?
He got injured during the Penn State game because we were at Penn State and they were like playing rough on us.
So you think we win or lose against Wisconsin?
We probably win. It would be a close game, probably like 24-1. No, not 24-21.
Okay.
We win at the last second with a field goal, I think.
You're very specific in
Yeah,
the Wisconsin
I like
thing.
that.
I do too. Us versus UCLA. Got just a couple left here.
I would say probably a win.
Okay.
Actually,
Us
because we're ranked 25 right now.
Mm-hmm.
That we would probably be like, 22 or 1 or like 18, 19 something in there.
Okay.
And we win like 30 to 5.
Okay.
All right.
Us versus Nebraska.
Another close one. It would probably have like 34 to
Just spitballing here, bud. It doesn't have to be exact. Nobody's going to really hold you to it.
Play by play, breaking them
Yeah.
down.
probably about like 24 or 25 Nebraska has. We have like 34 up on them.
Okay.
I like that.
It's some high scoring. I like it, though.
Yeah.
What do you think? Iowa's corn or Nebraska's corn?
Iowa's.
Okay.
Great answer.
Better sweet corn.
Yeah,
Way better.
for sure.
Corn on the cob and like in a bowl.
Okay.
So I think this year for
Chef's kiss.
Okay.
I think this year for college season, I'm gonna need you to make a breakdown of all the games for me, and I'll put it in on FanDuel every week.
You can do a little. You do a little betting, don't you?
Sure,
Do-
yeah.
Do a little betting. You could
Yeah, I do that.
you could win me maybe a couple $1,000. I'll go off of your
Really?
picks, and we'll see what happens. What do you think? We got a deal?
Sound good?
Buy you
Yeah.
a piece of pie if I hit.
I don't like pie.
I knew that was coming.
Cookies?
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake?
Oh, yes.
All right, it's a deal. You heard it here first.
There it is.
It's a deal.
Anything else you want to say before you leave us?
Two reasons we are better than Nebraska. We hold the world record for the fastest tornado recorded on Earth, and that we had the most tornadoes on planet Earth
We've had
in a month.
We've had a very tornadic season. So
Thank you for that breakdown.
we appreciate you coming. I love you.
I love you.
Okay. Do you want to hop down now?
Yes.
All
It
right.
was great having you. Thank you for
We'll
your
have you
breakdown.
back again.
Okay.
Thanks. All right. You heard it here from Ginger Locks himself.
I feel like
Making-
that was a great breakdown.
making. he's got us high hopes on.
Total points and everything.
Yeah, I wasn't
Of course.
expecting that. It was when I talked about it earlier. We were just kind of picking a few winners here and there, but apparently we went with the total points, which is fine because it's cute and it's fun, and he's smart about sports, so it's a good time. He does have flag football coming up. Excited about
Exciting.
that. I am coaching.
Yeah.
Which I don't.
Which he also asked me if I wanted to coach with him, and I said,
Maybe you could be like a guest.
Monday night.
I know you love how I'm coaching your team. All right.
Monday nights coaching. I'll check my schedule.
Locked up.
I might come run an Oklahoma drill or two with the kids. Make myself feel good about myself.
Just taking out little kids, flexing over.
All right, I'll bring my IM-12 birth certificate and we'll come get rowdy on the field, dude.
You ain't lying.
I'm trying to tear it up.
Hurtful.
Enough from the peanut gallery. Let us keep talking. Both you and I had some out and abouts.
We
this
did have
past
some
week.
out and abouts.
You want to talk about your out and abouts, and I'll talk about mine, or you want me to talk first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Yesterday, I went to the Iowa State Fair for, believe it or not, my first time ever.
It's something
First time
else.
ever. It was something else.
Yeah.
Emma and I did over 18,000 steps. 7 miles we walked. Also, I have noticed it today, but I have Air Max shoes. You might notice I'm wearing my Crocs today.
Yeah, I noticed.
I have Air Max shoes, and the bubble in the back popped at some point yesterday. So I was walking around like limp-footed like this.
You had one on airbags and one not.
Yeah, one on airbags, and I think my calves are really tight today. I'm thinking that's probably why.
That's a lot of walking.
Dude, it was fun though for my first
Was
time.
it hot?
Yeah, ungodly hot. I sat down to go to the bathroom.
In the air conditioning?
Take that as you will. Dude, I put you know how you do this is going to be a good one, and you put your arms right here. They just glided off. I was so sweaty.
God.
Yeah.
What were some, Emma was telling me a little bit earlier, but we didn't get to finish talking about it, the food. What'd you guys dive into?
We tried the lobster corn dog, which was number 3, I think, this year in the fair. Like it won number 3 for fair food. And then we tried the cheeseburger egg rolls, which won number 2 for fair food.
I saw on a social that got a real high win.
Oh, dude, it was so good. Those were my favorite of the day.
They come with a sauce, like ketchup, mustard,
I'm going to try it at the Iowa State Fair.
You gotta try it. It's good. It came with some drizzled on it. I don't know what it was, but
like Big Mac sauce or something, maybe.
Probably. That's kind of what it tasted like.
Okay.
And then another one that Emma was craving and I had never heard of was a go ahead. Pickle dog. I had never heard of it. Tried it. It was delicious.
I've seen those. Isn't it like a pickle and like the corn dog crust?
That is what it is, and it was delicious.
Sounds so good.
Great, dude.
Is that is that it, or did you get more?
For food, that was it. We both were just, God, we couldn't get hungry. It was so hot, and we were walking so much. We downed drinks left and right. We had one alcoholic drink, I think, the whole time, and that was it. There was no way you could drink. There's people walking around with beers, and I'm like, you're out of your mind.
Well, people just from being there before and working it before.
Yeah.
People just get absolutely ripped and make terrible life decisions.
Dude, it was bad.
It can get at night, like when the sun goes down. It gets.
Yeah, I saw the jalapeno pizza place you were telling us about.
It gets super
rowdy.
Yeah,
I'm sure it does.
Very much so.
Saw all of the animals. We saw the Grandmaster
huge
pig. 1,400 pounds was the winning pig.
Yeah, won by like 125 pounds.
No, he won by like 300 something because the guy right next to him was 1,100 pounds. He was 1,400 pounds.
Maybe he set the all-time record by 120 pounds.
I believe it, dude. He was huge. So yeah, the pig was ginormous, dude.
And maybe I was thinking the all-time record was won by like 120
I think that's probably what you're thinking, yeah. It was huge. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And then we saw the Clydesdales. Those were cool.
Those are cool. Did they walk them down Main Street or whatever it is? They usually get out and walk them.
There was one, with like a chariot thing behind it. Yeah. And we were sitting on the bench trying to like cool down a little bit. and this giant black one was getting pissed. I thought it was about to stampede these people. It was stomping its feet, and it was like trying to smash its head into the lady that was unhooking him. He was mad.
Wow.
It was cool.
They still have the slingshot ride thing?
Yeah,
Like,
but there's no chance.
Would you do it?
No.
No, me neither.
Dude, you couldn't pay
I
me
see it
enough
every year when
money.
we go to Florida, and I'm like,
You could dangle $1 million in a briefcase in front of my face, and I'd say, that's fucking
doing
cool.
yeah. Okay, so the fair, food, any music, anything else?
We didn't see any of the music, no. Kind of just went. It was a good experience.
Good.
I had a good time.
Glad you made it there. Every Iowan should.
Yeah.
I just wish it was during, just because I hate the heat.
God,
And I know people will be like, it's so, because, you know, the weather and it's warmer and blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking, why aren't we doing this in October?
Oh, we tried the cookies, too. Can't forget about the cookies.
You get a
for
bucket?
food. No, we just got a cup because it was just the two of us, and we didn't even finish the whole cup.
A person at
But-
work today, I forgot to tell you that, did bring an entire bucket of State Fair cookies for us.
That's incredible. They were delicious,
They're
dude.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're like a cereal.
Yeah,
Like you could just eat them
they were
hand
good.
over.
I ate more than I thought I did.
They're only like this. I only had
Yeah.
2, and I was able to.
I ate
walk
more
away.
than I thought I did while I was eating them, and then I was like,
Terrible after I ate the 2.
"Oh shit, the cup's almost gone.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm done."
Yeah, the bucket's a good way to go.
Yeah, if I had a family, for sure, it was just Emma and I, so a cup was perfect for us.
But in hindsight, you could have been dabbling into the bucket today, or had some on the ride home.
That is true. We could have. We both got once we got into the air conditioning, it hit us, and we were like, "Holy fuck, we're hungry."
Did you spend the night?
No.
You drove back.
Yeah, we didn't drink at all, so
Yeah.
we were like, we might as well just drive back.
I didn't know. Sometimes that heat just zonks it out of you, and you just want to stay.
Oh, it did.
You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
ready to shower and go
Yeah.
down, bed down for the night.
If there would have been a place,
Yeah.
for not crazy, I probably would have done it.
Everything's
was.
expensive.
Just raining, but it was fun. Had a good time.
I spent the last week in Nashville.
I saw some interesting photos and some awesome photos of you. I remember the FaceTime. I don't know if you remember it from the plane on the way there.
Mm.
I got a FaceTime of you high-fiving everybody.
Yeah.
You
did.
FaceTime me, but it was more of a me and Christy conversation than
Yeah. So
you were
a
preoccupied.
couple things I've noticed when I get a few adult pops in me.
Adult pops?
Yeah.
Is that what you called it?
Yeah. I like to high five people.
You love to high-five people.
I don't know why. I've done it in Vegas.
Hmm.
For me, it's epic. I did it on the plane.
Yeah.
I did it on Broadway.
I think you hit everyone in that Nashville plane.
100%.
Yeah, you got everybody.
When we landed in Nashville, so what happened was we had dropped the kids off at my mom's
Mm-hmm.
and went and found a hole in the wall right next to the airport, like literally 3 minutes from the airport, hole in the wall bar. And the pop started flowing and
Yeah.
did not stop. It went to immediately to the airport, went to the bar there. Yeah, had a really good time. Just the plane ride was fun. Got to the luggage carousel. So our plane landed in one spot, and the Nashville airport's under a ton of construction. So we had to shuttle over. Well, it took our luggage like 40 minutes to get to the carousel.
No, that's a nightmare.
And I'm sure you saw the picture, but it's better if like I can explain the picture.
Yeah.
So as the carousel comes out, there was like a lifted area with carpet,
Yeah.
and it just appeared to be long enough and wide enough for me to
fit you.
So I laid down and passed out on
Yeah.
top of the luggage carousel. And
The
then
photo was awesome that I
I-
received of it.
I needed it.
Yeah.
I was exhausted.
Quick power nap.
Yeah.
Never killed anyone.
No, got to our condo. We were there with mother-in-law, sister-in-law, both my brother-in-laws. Got to the condo. It was all Christy's side of the family, so they all
Yeah.
kind of, brother, sister, excited to see one another, and I was excited too. However, my one brother-in-law had already called it a night, and I said, "Well, if he called it a night, nobody's mad at him.
I'm also calling
I'm
it
gonna
that.
slink off to the bedroom here."
That's a great idea.
And woke up, and I think I started immediately for breakfast. I had a Busch Light and a bottle of Tums.
That is what I remember seeing in the photo. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that day we hung out at the pool, much needed, just literally float and drank. Then we went down to the Grand Ole Opry. There were some old school people that played. They were fine. But then Luke Combs came on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Got to see Luke Combs. He did.
Sorry, drop my koozie here. That's what I'm doing under the table, guys.
Yay!
Oh,
He did 4 songs, 2 off of what he calls his dad album. Then he did Fast Car, and then the
great song.
The new song out of the Twister soundtrack, which was awesome. I was absolutely getting it.
Which, sorry to cut you off, but we watched Twister the other night, and
It's
I thought
incredible.
it was gonna be like some, it's okay. It was fucking awesome.
Absolute
dude.
banging movie.
What a
Yeah.
good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome
Wow, it was
movie.
awesome.
Yeah. The Opry wasn't how I pictured it.
Yeah.
Has like church pews that you sit in, so it's kind of like the Ryman as well.
Oh, okay.
But it was fine. It was, you saw everybody from people dressed up in suits to people like me wearing a Soggy Bottom Beaver barbecue shirt.
Which
jeans
was
and boots.
awesome. Yeah,
Thanks.
that's a great fit.
I appreciate that. Let's see. Then what did we do the next day? Got up, went to the pool, and then I'm trying not to get my days confused.
I believe you went to somebody's bar.
That was the day we went down to Broadway.
Yeah.
So we headed down to Broadway at about 3:30. Started off at Old Reds, which is Blake Shelton's bar.
Yep.
Ate lunch there, did a few drinks. What I liked about down there is you got to keep if you ordered a shot and then you ordered a pint glass, you drank it or whatever, but then however many you ordered, they brought you out new ones to take home.
Really?
So for the price of the shot or price of a pint, you were getting a take-home cup, which I thought was really cool.
That's awesome.
Their
Yeah.
rooftop was really neat. Some leather couches. Then it opened up into another little area. They had some guys setting up to sing down there. Everywhere has multiple singers.
Oh God, I imagine. Yeah.
Left there, went to Lainey Wilson's bar. That was fine. It was kind of what I expected. I was
Yeah.
wearing my boob shirt that day.
Yeah.
My shirt
You
that has-
called me when I got off work that day, and you said that you were getting slammed with photographs.
It was, Christy was getting a little annoyed because
Yeah.
like when we went up to Lainey Wilson's rooftop,
Yeah.
like everybody went over to the bar and I was just getting pulled by different people for pictures.
Yeah.
It was odd.
Which, if you're watching the pod because he mentioned it during a photo, shout out you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, 100%. Thank everybody. That was really fun and cool. And I got to spread a little talk about Iowa Boys Chatter, which I thought was neat.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, we left there. Kind of gets not fuzzy, but hard to start to kind of put everything together. Well, I know we went to Alan Jackson's bar, and for the first time in 41 years, I sang karaoke.
Oh my God.
So I did Friends in Low Places.
Your first karaoke was without me?
And
Because I want my first karaoke I want you and Emma and Christy to pop my karaoke cherry.
Yeah, 41. Yeah, I've never done it. And I had plenty of lubrication on board to get me up there.
I think when we take our trip, karaoke is going to be a must do.
I'm 100% down.
Gonna have to find
I'm
it.
100% down.
I'm gonna start thinking of songs to karaoke. If people want to comment a song for Ben and I to karaoke, there will be a video of it when it happens.
God, I get so nervous. I get sweaty.
Dude,
And I don't get like embarrassed or afraid of anything. I get sweaty just thinking about
I
that
am
again.
so bad at singing, but I think I'm so fucking good. I think I'm
Me and
so
you both
dude.
think-
When I'm in the moment, I'm ripping. You know how
Yeah.
many times Emma has to correct me on words?
Yeah,
to
I
songs?
believe. Oh, I totally believe that.
And I'm like, well, I'm the one singing it. I'm just gonna
We don't want to get in trouble for like plagiarism or
right, yeah,
So,
copyright.
yeah. Let's see. That was at Alan Jackson's. It was a little rundown compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Older bar, you could tell. Then we went to Garth. Garth's bar was absolutely fire.
Really?
Just lit. We didn't even leave the first floor, bro.
Really?
No, couldn't even leave the first floor because we were having so much fun. Ended up, these guys had this circle booth, and they're like, "Hey, man, come have a seat with us." So I had a seat, and I was like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're getting ready. We're going to go from here to Vegas for his bachelor party." And I'm like, "Oh, who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm an artist." And I'm like, "Well, like, so's everybody in Nashville."
Yeah,
kind of,
everyone
right?
in Nashville's an
Uh,
artist, right?
But apparently he's a big deal because the bar kept bringing him, they sold coolers of beer
Yeah,
in a six-pack.
wow,
It was
okay.
$60 for a six-pack
Jesus.
of tall boys, but they kept bringing him these coolers. So I'm like, oh my God. So Chrissy looked him up. I guess he's pretty up and coming. Like,
Really?
yeah. So that was cool.
Remember his name?
No.
All right.
Chrissy has it. I remember what they
that's
look
crispy.
like. That's about all I remember from like that guy. I know we talked a lot about deer hunting. I know he showed me a picture of his fiance, but it was a great conversation. The band was absolutely amazing. I was the first one that day to hit the dance floor. And AJ, the moment I stepped on that dance floor, I turned around to see if anybody else was going to come, and it was
flooded.
a wave,
Of course,
wave of people coming to the dance.
Of course it did.
I'm up there, and like me and the lead singer like dapping and tapping. That artist guy came up and set a beer on the stage for the guy singing. It was incredible. I would like to say I made it to the other floors, but I didn't. From there, guy I used to work with now works at Whiskey Row.
Oh, okay.
So we went up to Whiskey Row. He was able to get us a hookup on like a VIP table up on the rooftop. And then he was supposed to get us a hookup to use the elevator to get up because it's 6 flights of stairs. But he was already on the rooftop getting us that area. So, we hooked it 6 floors.
Oh, my God. After drinking, too?
Oh, yeah. I had the forward head. Dude, young people are passing us. And my sister-in-law was like, go past us. Save yourselves. And we're just like, but we had a good time. Really good picture. That was fun up there. The next day, woke up, hit the pool again, and then went and did Putt Shack. It's an adult putt place.
Oh, that's
all the balls are synced to you as a person, and then you have to put them in the starting circle.
Yeah,
and then it tracks every single one of your shots.
I believe I do remember Christy telling me how excited she was to do the names on the putt.
Oh, I was B-hole.
She told me on the plane while you were high-fiving everybody.
Yeah.
Me and Christy had like a 35-minute conversation while you were high-fiving everyone.
My brother-in-law, his name's Anthony, so he was A-hole.
Yeah.
And then my sister-in-law is Brittany, so she was B-hole 2. I was B-hole 1.
K-hole.
K-hole, S-hole for Sue.
Yeah.
And C-hole for Cody.
Love it.
So everybody was just, and that's literally every score was like, A-hole, nice shot. And it was neat. So lots of drink, everything. I will tell you this. Then we went to, I'll talk about that in a second though, but we went to a charcuterie place on a conveyor belt.
Oh my
so you
God,
sit in
really?
it did. You paid for everything you picked up, and I knew I was too hungry to sit and eat like fancy cheeses.
Yeah.
And I knew the bill was going to be ridiculous. So
Let me go slam some McChickens first.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly what her and I did. And then we went and
beautiful idea.
It had some indoor market, really bougie, but I got a really good hot honey mustard, and then I got an actual natural hot honey. I think I'm going to do that on smoked cream cheese with a cracker dip. I think that's because I love a good smoked cream cheese. Did that, and then went back to the hotel that night. Did a nighttime swim, which was fun. Continued to drink quite a bit. There was a couple that was there at the pool that morning, and were still there when we got back.
God.
He was committed. Yeah, he was committed. I think he said he was like on his 45th Mich Ultra, which makes perfect sense. He was there for 16 hours at least.
Go do something.
Yeah.
You're in Nashville. Why are you?
It was their last night, and that's what they wanted to finish on.
All right.
Good for them. They own their vacation.
To each their own.
I will say I still prefer Vegas. I prefer Vegas, and I think here's why. I don't gamble. So as far as me losing money, other people can lose their money and make my drinks cheap.
You can watch me lose money.
Vegas has cheap drinks.
Yeah.
That in Vegas is $3 to $6 for a tall boy.
Right.
In Nashville, that's $14, $9.
I believe it.
How
many bachelorette parties did you see?
You know what? Everybody talks about that, and I really did not notice a lot. But remember, we went on a Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Or a Wednesday, so it was busy, but it wasn't necessarily the party scene, which I didn't want to be part of.
No.
I heard it gets absolutely insane down there.
I'm sure it gets rowdy.
I was fine on a weekday excursion. Plenty good for me.
That's fun. I haven't been there since I was a kid.
Yeah, my vibe on the plane on the way home was way different than my vibe coming out. I was hurt. We had to be up at 3:30 in the morning.
Oh goodness!
I was a little struggle bussy that day. Yes. So that's my out and about for that week. Spent the whole week there. So it was a really good time. Yeah, had a really good time. I would do it again.
Yeah,
I would do it again. We stayed at Club Wyndham. Had 2 swimming pools, cornhole, basketball, couple gas grills. That was fun.
speaking of cornhole, with the upcoming college football season coming, let me ask you where you're going to be first Saturday.
You know where I'm going to be.
What are your go-to places for this upcoming seasons?
Well, I have to be spread thin on these Saturdays coming up because Nico's playing out west or out east, and obviously being an Iowa fan. So for me, it was a lot of schedule balancing between
Nico, we love you, but we love the Hawks more. Sorry.
what games I can do that are his,
Yeah.
and what games, and then of course there's always a wedding or two that people decide to throw in during the college football season.
Which, can I tell you, no matter what game it is, Nico's or Iowa, I am going to be out tailgating with you. I don't care if I'm
Davenport. Yep, he plays in Davenport.
Whether we're tailgating in Davenport,
yep,
or even whether I'm on FaceTime getting sloshed in my apartment watching it while you're tailgating.
Well, we both have Saturdays off, so I hope.
God, it's going to be magical. It's going to be magical.
The St. Ambrose tailgates are actually way more fun than what I thought they were.
Well, we're about to teach those people what tailgating looks like.
I hate to tell you, some of these people come from a lot of money.
Yeah,
and the Chicago suburbs, and we went to the spring game, and I thought St. Ambrose spring game, and I thought, well, a typical Iowa spring game, there's no real tailgating or anything. Mm-hmm. So we just went over and anticipated we'll park, we'll go in. Nothing, dude. They had full on. There was a lady pulled up in a giant wrapped St. Ambrose Bees Winnebago. TV set up, huge spreads. It was incredible. So I'm excited for that. For the Hawkeye games, our tailgate, I kind of have two. One with a group of friends that's right near Melrose,
mm-hmm.
and the other one would be my mom and dad's, and it's behind a church.
Are they also season ticket holders?
Yeah,
I figured as much. Yeah.
Yep. So that's their spot. So I hope to be able to tailgate at both of those.
It's going to be hard for me to get tickets this year, but I plan on at least coming to a couple games. But I also plan on tailgating regardless.
And that's the thing. That's what I absolutely love about at least Iowa football. And I haven't been to a lot of other Big Ten schools.
Yeah, they might do it the same.
Yeah, you don't
Probably
have to.
Not.
You don't not as good, but you don't have to go to the game to feel like you're part of the experience.
Yeah.
Whether that's like you said, throwing bags, or one of our tailgate spots is right next to Dirty Sanchez tailgating.
Mm-hmm.
Theirs is open to the public. They do a donation, and
nice.
Their donation is at the end of the year they recoup what it cost them.
Yeah,
and then the rest goes to the children's.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's pop, Gatorade, water. They have a beer tap on the back of their truck. All the food that you could imagine. So if you don't ever have a tailgate, if you don't have a tailgate spot to go to and you want to go to an Iowa game, look up Dirty Sanchez tailgating on Facebook, or shoot me a DM, and I'll be able to tell you where they're at because it's right by our tailgate spot. But anybody's always welcome to come to our spot.
Yeah.
And then obviously you got to be big money to get around Kenneck.
Yeah.
Have you been on top of the the thing that picks corn? Combine. Have you been on top of you ever climb up to the big black Iowa Hawkeye
No,
Combine?
I know what you're talking about, though.
I was up there last year.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
That's awesome.
It was a lot of beer was being drank up there. It was fun. We were up there for maybe 15, 20 minutes. They kind of get you in, have a drink, take some pictures, and then kind of get you out. But what's your go-to tailgate spot there?
Dude, I've came home for maybe... Yeah, I think I've only been home for one summer. So I've only been home for one Iowa season, and before that I wasn't 21.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So really there was no tailgating. So I'm kind of new to the whole tailgating thing.
Don't let this little bird push you out of the nest here. You just come get underneath my wing.
I fully plan on getting under Baldy Locks' wing.
Yeah.
I plan on sucking that tit till it's dry.
All day.
I'm getting right under that thing.
It's never ending, dude.
Yeah.
This tit never runs out, so you can just keep suckling all day.
Like I said, I'd love to. And Emma and I went to 2 or 3 games last year. We went to the, was it Veterans Day? Or was it Memorial? It was some kind of
Heroes game?
Yeah, something like that. That was awesome. We got tickets through iHeartRadio.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
Shout out moms on that one.
Yeah, my mom hooked it up for sure.
Yep.
I'm planning on suckling that one a couple more times this year, hopefully, because tickets are looking steep for what they have left.
Well, I wouldn't mind if your mom hooked me up with the ticket, but I'm not going to say that I'm going to suckle her teeth. That just sounds inappropriate. But let's see. What else you want to talk about?
I had something off the top of my head, but I can't.
You were venting to me earlier about just trying to go see some McDonald's.
Oh, my God, dude. If you live in the greater Iowa City, Coralville, North Liberty, Solon area, and you have driven past exit 242, if the guy that is fucking watching this that came up with that idea, me and you need to sit down, buddy, because I am upset. Very, very, very upset. All I wanted to do was get a McChicken and go tan. That's it. But no, you had to do some crisscross applesauce shit on an exit. How does that make sense? Tell me why I'm driving on the left bridge going this way when I should be on the right bridge. Tell me why I'm sitting in 4 lanes of traffic trying to get off on exit 242 when it was perfectly fine. What are we doing?
It's been a mess since. This is going to be the 3rd hockey season in a row that it's just been a mess. Yeah. That exit, I don't know if they had problems.
What are you doing? The Extreme Arena is right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why are you trying to do something different?
I don't know if they had an issue or
it can't be worse than it was.
No, I mean, like, that's made it be so long. Like, did something go wrong in that structurally?
So
I don't know.
Have you driven down there recently?
Not well.
Because they got it opened up semi now.
Quite often, actually, now that I have to go to St. Ambrose about every other week to go resupply groceries and bed sheets. But,
dude, it is the worst. I thought roundabouts were bad. I would drive through 100 roundabouts.
Is this their play to leave it like that? Or is
yes. It's going to go... Okay.
Are you talking on 80? Or are you talking the bridge from Extreme Arena to get, like, on 80?
I'm talking 80, and you're exiting... on exit 242 going to the Extreme Arena or going anywhere.
Eastbound?
Doesn't matter. East, west, either bound. It's a fucking nightmare.
Either way you're bound.
Either way you're bound. It is a nightmare, dude. So it goes literally, say I'm heading east or I'm heading west, but I'm taking exit 242 and I want to go to the Extreme Arena. So I have to get off on this exit and I have to turn left, right? Well, I have to turn left onto a bridge. Then I have to go through 2 stoplights that go this way to re-get on this side of the road because that's the right side of the road. Or if you're heading west and you need to get off and you want to go north, then you have to go this way, come off this way, turn this way, drive this way, and then reshape around to the right side of the road. It's nuts.
I'll be checking it out tomorrow. We have to go out to St. Ambrose.
It's literally a figure 8. It is a figure 8. Why we're doing that? Again, if you're the guy that designed that and you want to sit down to a friendly conversation, I would love that because I want to rip you a new one. I just want to tear you apart and ask where you got your degree. Because I could design a better road than that, and I don't have a degree. I never went to college.
Yeah,
I don't
know what their play is.
Dude.
I don't know what their play is. You're mad.
We sat there for probably 10 minutes. 3 lanes of traffic on 80, one of the biggest roads we have. Imagine how pissed off the fucking semi-drivers are.
I was going to say, I bet the semi-drivers are pissed.
Who brings us so much money to this fucking state?
Yeah, 100%.
Semi-drivers. And what are we doing? Pissing them off.
Yeah.
Because they all take 80. You got to take 80.
Got to.
You're going through Iowa, you're taking 80 or 30.
No, if you're running the whole cross country, you're going 80. You're taking 80.
You prefer 80.
Yeah, 100%.
And what do? We said, fuck you, semi-drivers. Have fun getting stuck in this.
No way.
It's nuts. There was probably a mile long of traffic behind me to get off onto 242 in all 3 lanes because people will be in the left lane and they're like, oh, it's an exit. I can just cut over a mile beforehand. No, you can't because there's a mile worth of traffic trying to get off. So they'll be in the left lane, stopped, trying to get over 2 more lanes. And the people in the middle lane are doing the same thing. They're going, oh, it's an exit. I'll just put myself in 0.2 miles away from the exit. I'll just get over and then take the exit.
Holy crap.
Dude, it was a nightmare. We sat in it for probably 10, 15 minutes.
Wow.
Nightmare. All I wanted to do was get a McChicken and tan.
What's a man got to do? Just get a McChicken and
How
a
am
little
I
bit of a
supposed to-
crisp on.
How am I supposed to keep this beautiful caramel color?
I got the old raccoons going on now from being at the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Which, let me tell you something today that happened. Forgot my sunglasses.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and guess what didn't dawn on me till 4:30 when I get off at 5. I can go to this particular place where we work
And grab some
grab some sunglasses. Didn't
Very
dawn
true.
on me till
There's a
4:30.
whole box of them.
Yeah. But anyways, let's see. Cover a little bit of Iowa football in the first game.
I'm still fucking boiling. I'm boiling right now. If I'm being honest, this exit is driving me nuts.
You know what else is going to drive me nuts, and I think it's going to go against a lot of Wyatt's picks, is Cade McNamara. I don't know if it was the children's game and they just didn't show anything, but his stats, not sure if you saw him, 7 of 21.
You were telling me about them. Yeah,
7
they
of
weren't
21, a pick 6, a fumble, and 0 touchdowns.
great. Would you like me to just dress this year?
Well, I'm wondering, that kid that transferred in, right? We played him against last year. He played at Northwestern.
Yeah.
Tatted up. He runs a little bit.
Yeah.
I looked at the depth chart right before we recorded. He's listed 3rd. He's got Big Ten experience.
Yeah.
He won games. He's a little shorter,
Yeah.
but he's fast. I just hope it's not a year. I really hope it's not another year of us just suffering and having to deal with, well, we're just going to play him because this is what we want. I hope, and I have a lot of faith. I'm not a coach basher. I'm not a player basher.
Yeah.
I was behind Brian Ferentz.
Mm-hmm.
Till the end, I was behind him.
Yeah.
A man can't make other kids go out and win
No.
consistently,
He
right?
can't play them.
No, he can't
It's
play
not
the
a
play.
Madden game.
Right, and I
Yeah.
think he's picking the correct plays, and I know some people argue that all we do is run up the middle. But I've been lucky
go
enough.
be a coach.
Yeah, exactly. I've been lucky enough to get a little bit of film breakdown with a former Iowa player, and he just explained stuff in a whole different way that I didn't even know. So if you're sitting out there and you think you can do better, the job was open. I guess you should have applied.
Yeah, should have applied.
But other than McNamara, I have to say, obviously, defense I'm excited about. Our punter is just looking phenomenal.
Great.
Kick return, Weegan, I'm excited for him. Cooper DeJean's brother is in high school right now, but he just came out as listed as a 4-star.
Yeah.
Number 1 prospect
I
in the
think
state
he's
of
got
Iowa.
to come to Iowa, right?
I think so, based off of just what
I
his
hope
brother.
so.
But hey, I mean, other schools
He can do what he
are
wants,
sexy,
yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
what 18-year-old kid is 22-year-old kid? It's going to be tough when you go to Arizona State or Miami or something like that, and they're
Alabama drops a packet on your desk.
yeah,
You're-
they're taking you to pool parties. There's some
They're showing you some NIL deals. that
yeah,
could
the
come.
NIL love that could be absolutely insane. But I'd have to say, for the first game, I'm excited to see. I just wish we had another game before the Iowa State game because I'm pretty sure Wyatt's right. We're going to go to Illinois. Illinois State's going to come in. We're going to house them,
Mhm.
and then we're going to play a Big 12 opponent right after
Yeah.
that, which historically gives us fits just because of the rivalry.
Yeah.
There's been blowouts on both ends, and yes, we've lost to Iowa State as much as maybe Iowa's won. I don't really know without looking it up exactly, but it's always a tough game. So I'm really hoping that we're able to lock it in by that second game and get some things figured out before coming into Troy. And I think being healthy this year is going to be probably our number one thing.
I think so. Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about today?
I don't think so. I think that I had a segment. I made some homemade pickles. I forgot to bring them. We were going to try them on the pod. That was my fault. I was really excited. They're pretty good.
We can always save for the next pod.
Yeah, it'll be on the next pod for sure. I actually made 2 jars, 2 different recipes.
Sounds good.
And when I say recipes, I mean I did what I wanted.
Yeah.
And one of them had mustard seed in it. And you know those little red containers that you get seasonings in?
Yeah.
The small ones that are this
Yeah,
big?
yeah.
That you can never get the thing poked
Yep.
through.
Yep.
So I always rip the top off of it so I can actually use the seasoning. And I ripped the top off of the mustard seed one, and I went like that when I ripped the top. And there's probably still mustard seed in our apartment right now. Just waiting to turn into mustard gas and potentially kill us.
The big Gatorade powders.
Yeah.
I dropped one of those. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to take the credit for it. Christy dropped it one time, and it was like a Gatorade explosion. And the more you mopped it, just the more stickier it got, and
Yeah.
the more it smelled like Gatorade, and the more you mopped it, and the more you let it dry, and then tried to. Horrendous. It's taken us almost a solid 2 months to recover from the Gatorade Frost
explosion.
debacle of
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
I do want to just briefly touch on, we got hockey season coming up soon, which
I'm not a hockey fan, but I'm going to get into it.
yeah, I'm going to
The
need
few
you to.
games I watched with you this year,
Yeah.
I was really into it.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it, and I think I'm ready to.
I think I got
indulge
a
in hockey.
guest that is going to be able to.
And I'm super
Spin
excited.
you up
for
on
that.
some hockey
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm super excited. I'm going to indulge into the hockey world this year.
Okay.
Emma, I hope you're ready. I haven't told you that yet. We're going to be watching a lot of hockey. I'm going to pick a team to be a favorite of.
Good. Blackhawks are always looking for a few good
Okay.
fans, but
Okay.
I'll let you pick your own.
Yeah.
My kids are all over the place.
I'm going to go this year, I think, and then next year I'll decide.
Don't base
my
it off
team.
win totals.
No, I'm
'Cause-
not going to.
yeah,
I'm going
okay.
to base it off what I like.
You know what I'll get you to, and it's a little teaser of our guests, which I don't think you're gonna have to be very smart to figure it out. I'll get you to some Iowa men's hockey.
I'm excited, yeah.
That is a blast.
I'll go watch Iowa's anything.
It is a great time. The parents of the players, great time. Hang
Yeah.
out with you. Adult beverages are allowed. They play at the mall. Don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, do
They
they
play
really?
at Coralville Mall. So
Really?
you just take in your cooler of your adult bevies and sit
Holy
right on the
shit.
glass. Waylon got smoked in the head with a puck last year.
Dude, I'm pumped.
Yeah, it's a great time.
I'm
So,
pumped.
little teaser on what we got coming up for that.
I'm pumped. I'm going to dive in. I'm serious.
Oh, you got to.
When
There's
I
only
set my
one way to
head
go into
something,
hockey.
I'm going to dive into
Yeah,
it.
learn the basic rules.
Yeah.
You
Which
don't have
you
to worry
taught
about
me.
getting
You taught
fancy.
me a lot of them.
The basics, because then you know. Kind of like the Olympics when we were watching that, we're like, oh God, Google that. What rule is that?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to get into something when you do know the rules.
Also, Australia. Fuck you. We won. Sucks to suck.
Still on the Australia thing. So yeah, we're gonna have a special guest on. Hopefully here in the near future. Need to get a hold of him before he gets too busy.
Yeah.
Because he will be diving
We
into
don't
the
want to
season head
neglect
first.
that opportunity.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Do not want that. Love to get the Human Etch sketch coming up
Yeah.
soon. Get people get them excited for him. Another great dude, huge hockey fan too, bro.
Yeah. I'm
He
excited.
can talk hockey with you as much as anybody.
I'm more excited than I think you know to indulge into a new sport.
Good,
I love indulging in a new sport.
good, and it's
Just
an
learning
addictive
something.
one.
Yeah.
It's fun, and we got a lot of good hockey around here that goes underappreciated. It really does.
Well, if I have to take exit 242,
You can leave
to
my
watch
house and
the
just
Heartlanders.
you can bypass it. But yeah, the Heartlanders, Iowa Wild. Let's see, we got Iowa Wild versus Rockford Ice Hogs, which are Minnesota's. I call it baseball wise. So people who don't know, it's their AAA affiliate.
Yeah.
So it's the next step up would be the big boys.
right?
So we're gonna have those guys versus the Rockford Ice Hogs, which is the Blackhawks
right.
little brother. They're going to be at Extreme Arena, so that's going to be awesome. Des Moines hosting an NHL game this year with the brand new Utah team.
Really?
Yes, so I mean, there's going to be good hockey, and I'm getting super pumped now.
Yeah.
Even a little bit of my Canadian accent's going to come out. Hey, even though we're not Canadian, let's go, boys.
Dude, I'm
But,
really excited to dive in and be able to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
It's always nice when you dive into a sport and you have someone that's already indulged in it.
Yeah.
Because then you don't feel like you're empty. Like, you don't feel like you're like, oh, like,
You kind of
I don't want to go into a hockey arena for the first time by myself.
Yep.
Or not even by myself. Like, Emma
Yeah,
and
but
I
like, where are
both
the good
like,
seats?
yeah.
When am I really supposed to cheer? What is going on right now?
Like, not even just sports. Like, we went to the casino for the first time, and we both looked at each other, and we were like, what the fuck
Well,
do
that
we
can be
do?
overwhelming too.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
it's overwhelming. So when you have someone that loves the sport already,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you're excited to, like, teach me more about it.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
that's always a good feeling, too, when somebody's like, I'm ready to learn, and you're the guy I want to learn from.
Yep.
Yeah.
A quick reminder: August 24th, right around the corner. We got Kyle's Mile coming up.
Yep.
Make sure you get out to the Rusty Wrench. That's going to be their long stop. Mention us. Get a free domestic. 27th, we're going to
be
be golfing, buddy.
golfing, baby.
Golfing. We're going to have
Golfing.
merch for sale. We've got the shirts in. I was hoping to show you guys tonight.
There'll be pictures up soon. We
but
got
we'll have
a
pictures.
we got a photo shoot, but not potentially. Whenever we pick a time,
Yeah.
we got a photographer who's getting back into it, who's ready to take some photos of us.
Yeah.
And I'm super
It's
excited.
going to be awesome enough to donate their time and to getting a photo shoot for our merch, which I'm super excited about. Again, none of this is possible. The T-shirts, the golf tournament, none of it's possible without Amy.
Yeah.
Or as you like to call her, Mom,
Mom.
at the Loose Chain. guys, stop by the Loose Change. Support those local businesses. She's crushing it. Go mention us. Go hit her up with a hello. Have a cold beer after you get off work. Great location. We're excited to bring this to you. Our TikTok numbers are absolutely blowing
They're
up.
going up.
Our Spotify is going up.
YouTube's going down a little, but that's to be expected with Spotify going up.
Yep, which is fine, right? We're not sitting around watching video games and talking about them or monopolizing our children to do stuff. I may have tried to monopolize mine tonight to get the views up, but we'll see. I don't think I really have anything else, brother. What about you?
I don't think so either. I think we covered pretty much everything we wanted to cover. We appreciate everybody. Expect shirts very, very soon.
Yeah.
So if you want one, let one of us know or let us know on our business' accounts.
Yeah. Hit up Iowa Boys Chatter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. DM us. We'll get you a shirt. You tell us the size. We'll get it shipped out. We're going to be doing Venmo. We'll get you the Venmo information up as soon as that's ready. And that's coming just as fast as the shirts are. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank each and every one of you for watching or listening. Nothing else?
Nothing else, man.
All right.
Have
Iowa
a good
Boys
night.
Chatter out.